Hi everyone, my name's Molly and I'm a speech and language therapist in the feeding team in Barking and Dagenham. Welcome to our video on food play. What is food play? Food play is the time to have fun with your child and learn about food. It's all about exploring food in a fun way. You might have heard about the term messy play, which is about exploring textures and getting messy with your hands. When we talk about food play, it's the same as messy play but with food items. So why do we do food play? In order for your child to try new food, they need as many opportunities as possible to explore the food with all their senses. So what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like, and we can do this through everyday routines and in play. Food play is not intended to be carried out at meal times, so you should choose a new time that you can build into as part of your child's everyday routine, such as after school or before dinner food play. And this should be carried out every day and aim for 5 minutes of food play. This will ensure that your child does not decrease their calorie intake and also takes away any associated pressure to eat the food that comes with meal times. Food play should be carried out away from where the child normally eats, so choose a different area away from those that are associated with food or eating. If space is limited, you can also use visual cues such as changing the tablecloth or using specific placemats to show your child that it's time for food play and not time for eating. Here's how you can set up a space where you can introduce food for exploration. You can use materials such as a visual support or a symbol, a plastic container, a plastic tablecloth or floor mat, and utensils or plastic toys. Here's an example of a container set up with rice and plastic bugs and utensils for food exploration. So here are the stages of messy play. So you would start with pretend play and then move on to hard and dry textures, then soft textures, and then wet, mixed and messy textures. Dry foods are good foods to start with, as many children find this texture easy to tolerate because dry food can be wiped from the hands easily. So in terms of types of dry food, cereals are a great place to start, such as Weetabix or cornflakes. So here's what you can be doing during a food play session. Number 1, talk about the food. Talk about what the food looks like, how it smells, how it sounds, and what it might feel like. And number 2, model what to do with the food. Here's an example. So starting with dry and hard textures, an example of what you could do using Weetabix, you could model crushing, scooping and sprinkling. You can also push toy cars in it, roll a ball, or have plastic figures jump into it. Some top tips for food play. Start with dry foods, then progress to soft foods, and lastly encourage mixing foods or textures together. Vary the temperature of the food you're using if possible. Encourage your child to assist with tidying up or washing up if possible. And also make play purposeful. So for example, your child could find marbles in dry foods to post in their marble run, or find bricks in dry foods to build a tower. And remember, there's no pressure to eat the food, so don't ask your child to eat, just to explore in a fun and relaxed manner. Also, being messy is a part of learning, so leave the cleaning of hands and face until the end of the session. Once your child accepts some of the alternative foods you introduce at exploring times, these can slowly be introduced alongside their accepted foods at meal times. They may need to remain on a separate plate initially, which is known as a learning plate. And if you want to know more about this, see our learning plate video. And most importantly, as with anything new in your child's routine, make sure you're consistent when introducing it. Be patient because change takes time. Thank you for watching this video and listening today. I hope it was helpful. If you want any more information, you can watch our other videos.